Hi, YouTube. I thought I'd come back. This is Mary. I thought I'd come back with a quick video about how I got started in Reiki. Reiki, for those of you who don't know what it is a form of healing. Hand with the touch of the hands is started it's a Japanese form of healing, and it's been around for a long time. And I believe it has a lot to do with the laying on of hands and healing the sick, like what we call in the Western world. But I was going to tell you how I got started in it. I I had a massage therapist. She was real good, and we had a real good relationship. I would go see her at least every 2 weeks because I had a lot of pain issues and stuff, and I was just hurting all the time. And I started seeing her in the 90s. I guess around 92, 93. And I was dealing with MS and didn't know I had it, but that was one of the side effects of MS. But anyway, this particular day, I went in to get a massage, and I usually don't fall asleep during the massage, but I relaxed. But this particular time, I fell asleep and I dreamed. I went into a deep dream, and I'm in a deep sleep, and I started dreaming. And I dreamed that I was on a ship, and it was dark, real dark. And the lady that was giving me the massage, her name is Sharon. And in the dream, Sharon was in a dream, and she was beckoning me to come to the shore because it was dark and I couldn't move, but the ship wasn't moving. And she said, Mary, in the dream, she was saying, Mary, you need light. I'm giving you light. I'm giving you light. And that was the end of the dream. And after the massage, Sharon was telling me how she said, Mary, you were really relaxed today. You usually are not that relaxed, and you snored all during the massage. And I said, I did. She said, yes, you did. And I began to tell her that I had a dream, and she was in it. And when I told her the dream about when she said, I'm giving you light, she had a handful of towels in her arms. And when I said, Sharon, in the dream, you said, I'm giving you light, Mary. She dropped the towel. She was just so startled. She said, oh my God. And I said, what? What is it, Sharon? And she said, that's what I was saying in real life. I was saying, I'm giving you light. I'm giving you light. I looked at her kind of strange. I said, why would you say that? She said, I was giving you Reiki, but I was wrong for giving it to you without asking you about it. Asking you, could I give it to you? And I said, you were giving me what? Because I had never heard of Reiki. And she began to explain it to me what it was. And I said, you gave me Reiki? What? She said, well, I'm going to give you a book that tells you about Reiki. She said, I want you to take care of it because it's one of my favorite books. So she went through her stack of books and gave me this book. But when I went home, I kind of thumbed through the book and I said to myself, what in the world was this woman doing to me? Was it something that had to do with voodoo or what? Some kind of strange spell for us to connect like that in the dreams. So I said, I'm going to look and see what this Reiki is. What is she doing? I'm giving you light. I'm giving you light. And then I thought about it, and this voice said, the first page, get your Bible, and the first page that you turn to, this will give you the answer. Because I've done it before. That's the way the Spirit would deal with me. If I had a question, I needed the answer, I would go to the Bible, and just the first paragraph or the first verse that I would stumble on would be the answer to what I was looking for. So I went and got my Bible, and I turned, when I opened the Bible, I turned to James, the first chapter, and I put my finger on let me get my Bible real quick. Believe it or not, I still have my Bible and I still read it, even though I don't go to church. And even though I don't hardly believe in this book. But like I say, there are some things in there that are true, and there are some things that don't resonate with me. But let me read from James uh, chapter 1, and starting at the 16th verse. Let me hurry up because I don't have that much time. It says, don't be deceived, my dear brothers. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like the shifting shadow. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of the first fruits that he created. So when I read that, it didn't resonate or anything, and I said, what kind of answer am I going to get about Sharon saying to me, I'm giving you light? And then I read the scripture again, and then I went back to the part that says, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights. And then I understood. Sharon said, I'm giving you light. And somebody give you something, it's a gift. So this gift of Reiki, in my mind, is a gift that came from God. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly light. So I closed my Bible and I said, well, I guess I can't deny this Reiki thing. So I began to pay more attention to it, and I enrolled in some classes for Reiki, and I got initiated in the first and second degree. And I began to understand what it was. The more I did it, and we would have the healing sessions, and the more I understood that it's really the laying on of hands and healing. But it's in a more subtle way than what we are used to doing in the church that I came from. But I had me a little Reiki I was a Reiki practitioner, and I had some clients. And I remember one time my brother, he's gone on now, but he was a diabetic, and his kidneys started going bad. And whatever he was going through made him itch. He would just itch all the time. He said, Mary, I'm not getting any sleep. I'm itching. I need to sleep. He said, do something. He said, can you massage it away? And I explained to him about Reiki. I said, do you want me to do that? He said, I don't care, because the medicine is not working. I'm itching and I'm tired. So on a Saturday, it was a Saturday evening, I gave him Reiki, and he did sleep through the Reiki session. And that was a Saturday. That Monday, he came to me because that Sunday was Super Bowl. And he came over to my house. He said, what in the world did you do to me Saturday? And I had forgotten all about the Reiki. I said, what do you mean, what did I do to you? He said, whatever you did made me sleep. I said, well, that's what you asked for. You asked for sleep. Then he said, yeah, but how did it work like that? He said, the Super Bowl was on, and I slept all through Super Bowl. I could not stay awake, and I'm still sleepy now. He said, that stuff really works, whatever you did. And he was happy, and I hadn't seen him smile in a pretty good while, because he was really, the diabetes had gotten him bad. He had lost his eye, one of his eyes, and he was having seizures and going into these diabetic comas, and staying in the coma for half a day, and he was just tired of taking these shots. But he did get some relief through that Reiki. And I remember one time I was doing some chair massages. I was helping a girl out do chair massages for a women's group, a church women's group. So we were supposed to give massages for 6 minutes. And when I was giving the women massages, when I would get to the lower part of their back, they would start crying. They were in the massage chair, and they would just break down crying. And I couldn't just tell them their time is up, you got to get out of my chair. So I would console them and get them back to where they were supposed to be before the massage was over. So the girl that had asked me to come help her with the massages, when we took a break, she said, what are you doing? You're taking too much time with these people, and why are they crying in your chair? I said, I can't help it. I'm trying my best not to give them any Reiki, but when I touch them, it automatically passes through my hand. I can't help it. So she said, what in the world is Reiki? So I explained it to her the little time that we had during the break. But when we got ready to do the massages again, there were like, I would say 7 or 8 people in my line waiting to get a massage, when there were very few people in her line. Everybody wanted me to touch them. And Reiki is something that you feel in your hands. Your hands are warm to the touch, and you have a spirit of calmness that comes over you, and you can identify with the pain that a person is feeling. And plus, if you're giving Reiki, you have to have yourself kind of in a meditative state too, so you can feel what's going on. But when I first learned Reiki, I did Reiki on myself quite a bit. And you start at the top. I would start at the top of my head and then go through the different chakras, the 7 chakras. And man, I couldn't even finish going through the chakras before I would be so relaxed. And it Reiki works. And I learned how to do long distance Reiki, and it is a good thing to people to study. And I guess if it wasn't called Reiki, if we just called it laying on of hands, people would accept it more. But since it's coming from the Japanese method, a lot of Christians tend to want to throw away anything that's coming from the East, and they call anything that we're not familiar with, they'll call it New Age and worshiping the devil and all that. But Reiki is not worshiping the devil. Reiki is a form of healing, the universal healing. So I encourage people who are interested in Reiki to look it up and try it out on yourself. Like I always say, when you bump your toe or hurt your finger, the first thing you do is give it Reiki. And even kids, when they hurt themselves, they'll tell their mama, kiss it away, kiss my boo-boo, and make it go away, because they want you to touch it. And this it's a healing touch that we pass on to each other. But that's my little tidbit about Reiki, and I'll come back and tell y'all some more of my experiences. It may not be Reiki, but it'll be some more experiences. And the next video I do is going to be on this book that I have. In fact, I'm gonna do that video right after this one. It's a book that I have about different spells, because I told you I'm doing some studies about this other craft, and I'm gonna let y'all see this book. But anyway, this video is gonna end right now, and I'll be back later. Bye bye.